Alright, so as you should be aware, tomorrow is the live event and Dr. Doom is set to arrive on the island. So we actually got a little teaser trailer yesterday, and I didn't cover it in a video because I was hoping for more, but today they didn't release anything. So let's break this down. It's really short, but some of the data miners have actually given us an insight as to what this event will entail. A lot of those things are considered leaks though, so I'll give you a heads up 7-up before I talk about those things. But first, the trailer. So this was posted on Twitter by the official Fortnite Twitter account. And all they said was, not a Doombot, not a henchman, Doom is coming. And it's a 6-second clip, but the cinematic is very brief. I think it's only 3 seconds, and then the other 3 seconds are just a sound effect. So let me just play it for you here. So as you saw, there are 3 characters that were pretty much concussed. Something knocked them all 3 to the ground, and they're kind of shaking their head and trying to regain their bearings. And you can totally tell exactly where they are. It's the center of the map. There used to be a lot of water. It's where the Pirates of the Caribbean main landmark was. So there's supposed to be water there, and in the last update, it was all dried up. So we still don't know the significance of that just yet. And then the last 3 seconds of this clip sounds like someone's breaking into something. At first I thought it was footsteps. It kind of reminded me of like when a T-Rex approaches in Jurassic Park. But it almost sounds like Dr. Doom is breaking into something. And I know the 0 point is supposed to be in this vicinity. So that's a little speculation there on my behalf. But let's take a look at some of the leaks. So heads up, if you don't want to be spoiled by the slightest bits of information, I would skip this part. It's not a total spoiler, but there's just some things that are supposed to happen, I guess, that the data miners and leakers talk about. Well, first of all, this part's not a leak, but the quote that the official Fortnite Twitter account put out is actually interesting because if you've ever fought the Dr. Doom in Doom's Castle, you know it's not a real person. It's literally a Doombot. When you eliminate him, he kind of smokes and malfunctions, and that's because that's not Dr. Doom. That is a Doombot. So that's why they say, not a Doombot, not a henchman, Doom is coming. So the real Dr. Doom is not even yet on the map. That's who's going to approach us and presumably destroy everyone. Now we also got to believe that Dr. Doom's going to be in his massive Titan form. So obviously we saw that. One lucky person gets to become Dr. Doom. And also in the new Dr. Doom LTM, a few people get to be that awesome Titan version of Dr. Doom. So that's probably what we're going to be anticipating in this live event. So according to the data miners, the live event is also going to have a cinematic. And that little teaser that we just saw is definitely part of it. So we haven't had a cinematic during a live event since the Fortnite Fracture event, which was 2 years ago. Okay, so here's the big spoiler part. So again, skip ahead if you don't want to see this part, but this is from the Egyptian Fortnite leaker. And he says, live event spoilers. Looks like the event is mainly an interactive boss fight. Doom will have a boss progress bar, speech bubbles, boss music, abilities, and more. There will be 3 heroes fighting Doom, and it looks like we will help them as there are mentions of ammo spawners. And then he did follow that up and said, keep in mind he could be wrong about some of this stuff. So it's not all guaranteed, but it does make sense. Dr. Doom's arriving to the island. We're going to fight him, probably with hope. So the Egyptian Fortnite leaker mentioned there's going to be ammo spawners. And then the data miner and leaker named Blortson put this out. It says, live event spoilers, all ammo spawns in the map, in parentheses, red square to locate them easily. And then he says, seems like rift ammo is not a rift bullet, but rather the ammo that gets rifted there. So the battleground, we already knew, is going to be in that dried out center section of the map. And all those little red squares that he has there are apparently ammo spawns. So we're going to be running around, getting ammo, and helping to defeat Dr. Doom. Now, like I said at the start, some people are speculating that the 0 point is underneath this area in the center of the map. Maybe that's why the water drained away. We're not really sure, but it would make sense if Dr. Doom basically knocked us all over and then started to break into the ground and try to get the 0 point. So that's what people are speculating is going to happen. So remember, we're not even close to the end of this season yet. So most people are assuming that Dr. Doom is going to win this fight. So we're probably going to lose. It wouldn't make any sense, at least in my opinion, if Hope won this fight and Dr. Doom is vanquished right now, because we've got a lot of season left. So maybe Dr. Doom is going to win this round, and then there's going to be another live event towards the end, which will bring us into Chapter 2, Season OG. So don't be surprised if we get absolutely bamboozled by Dr. Doom tomorrow. I can't wait. Hopefully it's a little longer than the last live event we had last season because that was super, super short. Now, as for the question about if you can get eliminated or trolled during this event, I'm really not sure. But the Egyptian Fortnite leaker did tweet this out. This was yesterday. So it says the live event in 2 days, which is, again, yesterday, so it's really 1 day, doesn't look to have a playlist, but some mutators were added for events that should be used for it. And then he put safe zone, override the final location of the zone, block damage to player, block HUD, block full screen map, block inventory. So in particular, that block damage to player one is a little promising because that sounds to me like you won't be able to eliminate other players. So that's good. But it will not have its own playlist based on what the Egyptian Fortnite leaker says right here. So I mentioned this before, but if you know someone with a custom lobby code, anyone with the Support-A-Creator Code can do that, that's going to be your best bet. Obviously, you and your friends will be the only people in there and nobody will troll you and you'll be good to go. But it is promising that potentially you won't be able to damage other players. So fingers crossed that everyone can watch it in peace and everyone can participate in peace and you won't get trolled. So there you go. That's about all we know so far. And again, I was hoping for something today, but they didn't tweet anything. So the event is tomorrow, Saturday, October 5th. Check your time zone to see exactly when it starts. And remember, the countdown is in the lobby right now. So you can easily check just how far away it is. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is Tabor.